Welcome to Tbsp Kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make Yangnyeom Chicken. So maybe from hearing the name, you may notice that it's not Japanese food, but instead it's a Korean food. I've already shown many Korean food in this channel, mainly because we eat a lot of Korean food in Japan, and this recipe has gotten quite popular in Japan in the last 4 or 5 years or so, and I've recently learned this recipe and gave it a try, and it was really delicious. I think originally it was a Korean street food, and I think in Korea it was made with chicken fingers, but somehow in Japan we make more often with regular chicken thigh, and I'm making a variation where you can much easily make this with less frying oil so that you don't have to really deep fry it. And it's just really easy and really delicious, so I really do hope to give this a try yourself as well. Then, let's get started. Here are the ingredients for Yangnyeom Chicken. So for the main ingredients, I have chicken thigh, but of course you can make this with chicken breast if you want to make it lean, or if you're vegetarian or vegan, you can make it with tofu or tempeh. Then you can also make this strictly vegan Yangnyeom tofu or tempeh then. Then as a seasoning for the chicken, I have salt and pepper, starch for coating a chicken. You can also make this with regular all-purpose flour if you don't have starch. Then any other frying oil. Then for the sauce, main ingredients is this Gochujan. Nowadays, you can get this in pretty much any Asian supermarket, or you can also get this online. If you don't have it, you could make this without it, adding chili pepper to it, but to get a real authentic Korean Yangnyeom chicken, you definitely need this gochujang. The other ingredients include ketchup, sesame oil, any kind of vinegar. I have here rice wine vinegar, but you can make this with apple vinegar or white wine vinegar. Then soy sauce, sugar, ginger and garlic, and then sesame seeds for the topping. Then let's get into it. So as the first thing, we're gonna make the sauce, and for that, I'm gonna prepare the garlic and ginger. For the garlic, I'm gonna peel off the skin. I'm gonna grate this using a grater. And also the ginger, I'm gonna peel off the skin. I'm also gonna grate this. Then just like that. So now let's make the sauce. So in a small pan like this, I'm gonna first put the garlic and ginger that I just grated. Then about a tablespoon of gochujang. Then also a tablespoon of ketchup. Then 2 tablespoons of water, and you can just use it to wash it up. 2 teaspoons of sugar. 2 teaspoons of soy sauce. Also 2 teaspoons of vinegar. Then I'm gonna mix it up. Then I'm gonna heat it up with medium heat. Then once it gets start bubbling, I'm gonna turn heat to low. And cook this in low heat for about a minute or so. And make sure you don't stop mixing, otherwise it might burn on the bottom. So after about a minute of cooking, I'm gonna turn the heat off. Then at the very end, I'm gonna put in sesame oil. You don't wanna heat this up, because with the heat, you lose the aroma of the sesame oil. Just about 2 teaspoons. Then mix it up like this. Then with that, this Yangnyeom sauce is finished. So as the next thing, let's cut up the chicken. And if you're using a wooden cutting board like this, you want to make sure you wet it first before cutting meat. I'm going to first cut off the excess fat. Then I'm going to cut this into bite-sized pieces. First I'm going to cut in half like this, and then eat strips, just about bite-sized pieces. So just like that. Then I'm going to season this with salt and pepper. Then I'm gonna flip to the other side and season the other side as well. Then as the next thing, I'm gonna coat it out with a starch. Like I say, if you don't have starch, you can also use this with all-purpose flour, but with the starch it will be much more crunchy. So just about a tablespoon. So just like that. So as the last thing, let's fry the chicken. So you can of course fry this using a lot of oil, but it's a lot of work. So today I'm going to show a very easier variation. So the frying pan, and then here I'm going to put in only about 3 tablespoons of frying oil. Just barely enough to cover the surface. Then I'm going to turn it to high and heat up the frying pan. So once the frying pan has got heated, I'm going to put in the chicken. Try to put the skin side down. I'm going to turn the heat to medium. And then we're gonna fry like this in medium heat for about 3 minutes or so. Then after about 3 minutes, I'm gonna turn to the other side. Then we're also gonna fry on this side for another 3 minutes. Then after another 2 minutes, I'm gonna flip to the other side and fry on the other side one more time for another minute or so, because you want to make it crunchy on both sides. So after a minute, this is finished. I'm gonna take it out. We're gonna turn it off. So as the very last thing before the chicken cools down, I'm gonna mix it with the sauce and put all the coating all around the chicken. And this is done for that. Let's put it on a plate. Then we're gonna sprinkle with the roasted sesame seeds and season with the sliced scallion if you want to. Then that's done for that. Let's eat. Oh, this smells so delicious. Then let's eat. Itadakimasu. Itadakimasu. The sweet, sour, spicy sauce is just so amazing. It goes so well with the chicken and also so well with the rice. And you can also wrap it in lettuce like this. The lettuce has a little bitterness to it, adds a little kind of freshness to it. Also very delicious. Itadakimasu. Oh, that was so totally savory. ごちそうさまでした。Oh, that was so totally delicious. So as you just saw, making this Yangnyeom chicken is actually very easy to make. Getting hands on the Gochujan may be the most difficult part, but there are so many other recipes that you can make with Gochujan, and in the fridge you can store it for quite a long time. It's really worth getting one for yourself, even just to make this Yangnyeom chicken. So I really do hope you give this a try yourself at home. If you did enjoy this video, I'd love it if you hit the like button for me. And if you have any requests or feedbacks, please feel free writing in the comments below. And if you want to see more of these cooking videos, please subscribe. Otherwise, I look forward to see you in the next video. Bye.